Needless to say, we're all dependent on electricity. We use it to generate heat in our homes, especially in the winter months. We use it to generate light, which allows us to not stub our toes in the middle of the night. We use it to power our electrical instruments. There wouldn't even be a minor in music technology without it. To better grasp it, we need to understand some of the tools that allows electricity to fuel our modern world. Okay, so this episode is going to have a lot of technical jargon, so don't be afraid to pause the video or rewind it a little bit in case you don't get something, because there's going to be a lot of that. Now, I know chemistry isn't my strongest subject, but it's best to explain electricity as the moving of electrons. So atoms are the smallest chemical components. They consist of positively charged protons, neutrally charged neutrons, and negatively charged electrons. Electronics simply refers to the passing of electrons from one place to another. We're able to do this through a variety of different tools. A conductor is a substance or material that allows electricity to flow through it. Most metals, like copper, are considered to be good conductors, while non-metals are not very good conductors. This is why copper tape is used to help electricity flow. A semiconductor allows electricity to flow, but only through certain conditions. Here's an example of that. If you take a silicon wafer and attach it to a light, the light will only work if heat is applied to it. Since the wafer only allows electricity to flow through certain purposes, in this case, it's heat, it is a semiconductor. Transistors are a type of semiconductor. They regulate or control the flow of electricity. For example, an amplifier can take a weaker audio signal through making a stronger copy of the original signal. A resistor, it's in the name. It's pretty easy to remember this. A resistor resists the flow of electricity. Capacitors contain an electrical charge. Now you might think an example of a capacitor is a battery. However, these are two different things. A capacitor stores energy in an electric field, while battery stores energy in chemical form. And diodes only allow electricity to flow in one direction. To demonstrate how some of these components work, we have that. Alright, so this here is a battery, which has an electrical current. Now, through these wires, it goes from here to here, with this being a conductor. Now, this wire is then connected to this LED light. Now, we're actually able to connect this wire, which connects from this LED light, to another conductor, and then another LED light. Now, this isn't where it ends. We're even able to connect this wire to a speaker. So, while this device also allows LED lights to take shape, it also allows this speaker over here to generate a tiny little bit of sound. In order to make this work, we take this piece and connect it to this loose piece of wire. Now I'm going to turn off the lights so that you can better see it. I don't know if you heard that, but as the LED lights were turning on, the speaker was also making a tiny little bit of noise. Now, if we had a bigger speaker and more wires that would connect the main chain of cables to the speaker, then we would able to hear the sound a lot more. But here it is. This is some of the devices that we talked about applied to a real life example.